Oh, yeah. See, we get like this. Hello.
Hello, Mama. I like everyone swapped.
Beautiful music, beautiful vibes. It's music by Nati Utiwete Msile right here on Maritime Express. We are the best afternoon program in the game. We are the heartbeat of the day, pulsating through your cyberspace on www.oneafricaradiotv.com, or you can even follow us across the socials at One Africa Radio TV. We are also available at your fingertips on the One Africa Radio TV Quiz app, downloadable on Play Store. Second half of the show, and we have guests in the studio, right? So now we have Kelly and Mam Nambita in studio. And Msazo Mam Nandi, let me just tell you one thing. I'll be shining out, boys.
Yes, welcome back, guys. Welcome back. My name is Yavia Commercial. Yes. So, welcome again, Mama Nambita and Nankeli. You said I should call you ma'am.
You're more than welcome to. It's fine.
Okay.
She's my age, so you can call.
I can call her mama as well.
Yeah,
Mama Kelly. Okay, so
we can do an Auntie Kelly, right?
Oh, auntie. Okay.
It's just I'm not a mum, so
No, but
I am
you're
the
you're the Auntie Kelly.
I'll be auntie.
Auntie Kelly and Mama Nambita. I remember you, Mama Nambita. I think my favorite scene was from Utsotsi when you were getting your baby.
Oh, yes,
and you were like, wait evening.
Oh, because I know that.
Yes, I was like, woo! That was you were very bold, and you are a very good performer.
Thank you.
Yes. So the reason why we called you here, you and Kelly, is because we want to talk about Saga and the importance of Saga. Because as actors, or as aspiring actors and aspiring performers, we don't really know about the legalistic side of the business. We just want to perform. We just want to be seen. And then when you get to the heart of it, there are contracts, and sometimes we don't understand the language of the contracts.
Right.
And yes. And I've spoken to Kelly before even I was a radio presenter. I was in a play and I was done wrong. And then I looked for someone to work well. And then I found Saga. And then I found Kelly. And she got my money. So thank you, Kelly. Yes, thank you. So I have some few questions for you. Yes. So this is for you, Auntie Kelly. What made you work at Saga to present actors?
Okay, so they asked me to. That was the start of it. The Saga called me and they said, "Oh well, we got your number from my former boss. Hi, Nasima." Nasima, who was my boss at the time, said, my previous boss said, "Oh, Kelly, do you want to do this interesting kind of work that we don't know anybody else is doing?" And I said, "Sure, I'll learn on the job."
Okay.
And I was called because my husband's in the industry as well. He's crew.
Okay.
So I knew a little bit about the industry, but not from the actor's perspective. And then Saga actually asked me initially just to do some research for them. So I compiled a research report called the legal status of the actor in South Africa. And it was basically about how there are no protections for actors, and then we started talking about how we could do better. I just never left. So I'm,
stuck with us.
You can't get rid of me now.
No.
So then I started working with individual Saga members, try and get them their money, and also talking to governments and talking to high-level players, producers and other sort of industry stakeholders about how to make it better for actors, because stuff can be rough out there.
Yes, they can. Now, this one question is for you, Mama. As an actor, why is it so important for you to be represented by Saga?
Saga is the one voice. It's actually the only voice. I know it's our tagline, but it's the only unified voice for actors in South Africa. And because we cannot unionize as actors, we need Saga as a guild. There has to be some form of coming together for us to have that unified voice, so that you don't stand out. We are working in an environment that thrives on divide and rule. So we must not talk to each other. We must not get along, so that the producer or whomever, wants to get in there and get the best money for their, best for their money. It's better for them if we don't like each other and we don't talk to each other and we don't know our rights, etc., etc. So through Saga, even when you've got your own agent, through Saga, we've got somebody like Kelly who is on standby should anything go wrong. We have Dan that he works with, very closely with Kelly. Okay. Dan is part of the EXCO, and so he will vet everything that is going on. And if he cannot handle it, he passes it on to Kelly, who then comes in with her big stick. and you should have a sound for the big stick. Because I have seen her in action, and she walks softly, but she carries a very big stick, and it works. You have situations where you are on set and things are not going well for you, where things are not going right. It could be, very recently there were rats in the makeup room, and this is not something as an actor you should be able to go up and say, hey, why do we have rats in the makeup room? Why is the kitchen looking dirty? But if you do that, then you become a problem.
And
so
there's no so the difference between us, and just so that people get the background,
right.
There's no different. The difference between us and like America is, although an actor is a worker, they're considered an independent contractor here, not an employee in any way. So they, like you would hire a plumber, you're hiring an actor, which obviously doesn't make any sense. But that's why you can't unionize, because you're not employees, and only employees unionize. So when you start making a noise on set because there are rats in your dressing room, they say, oh, well, there's 100 people that would love this role. Goodbye.
Yeah.
And that happens a lot.
It will be taken seriously, and that is the most important thing.
Thank you, Mama. Now, I want to ask you, Kelly, because I faced this after graduating theatre making. The school that I was training me, we had to sign a contract, and we were, I don't want to use the word forced, but we were coerced into signing it immediately. Otherwise, you're going to be replaced. And the thing, I don't understand the language that is written there, because the English is not the same as the English that we are speaking now.
So what was the contract for?
We were going to the UAE to perform for children's theatre. Yes, so they hired us because during the training we had made work for children, and the work they took it overseas in the Fringe Festival. Yes, and we were actually like, you can't sign, otherwise you will be replaced. And I didn't know what to do at the time.
No, see, this is the thing. This is that is coercion, and it is wrong. And nobody must ever sign a piece of paper they don't understand. And if somebody's pushing you into signing something, when you say, wait, I need to read it, I don't understand, and they say, no, just sign. You say, why? Why would you like me to sign this before I understand it? Is there something that I'm not aware of in here, or that I'm not, that I shouldn't read?
Or that I'm not going to like when I read?
Are there questions you don't want me to ask? So never sign anything you don't understand. But this is also why it's critically important as a professional actor to get an agent, because then you've got somebody to, while you're talking about developing your character, while you're working on learning your lines, you need an agent to go through the business end, because you are a business. So it's very important to get an agent. But also, as much as there are outstanding agents out there are ones that will charge you for them to do work for you. Run away. Run away. There are ones that will let you
couldn't help myself.
No, that was right. No. There are agents who will make you go and find your own casting calls and then take their own cut after you've done all of the negotiations. Watch out. If you're feeling uncomfortable about your agent, watch out. But if you get one that has a code of conduct like the PMA provides a code of conduct for all of their agents to comply with, then you're in a better position, because then you're in a position to say, okay, my agent's going to deal with this. You and I can talk about what I'm going to do as a character, but the business ends. Go talk to my agent.
And it's very easy. It's not easy to do what Kelly's saying, but it actually is easy at the same time. Play dumb. Play dumb. And
Yeah, I don't understand.
I don't understand. Can I get, you know what, I'm just going to send this to my agent and let them handle it, because I don't, they actually do the signing for me.
Yeah.
Be an idiot. Do not be afraid to be the idiot in the room.
And yeah, so never sign anything you don't understand. And if they want you to sign without understanding, you ask
There's a
them
problem.
why.
Yes.
And then they'll suddenly play dumb, I promise.
And I bet you right now, as soon as you got to the UAE, there were problems.
There were you. I was off. I was traumatized.
And they're telling you, look, I brought you to the UAE. You
Yes,
should be happy.
yes, I should be
Hello, I was
grateful.
happy at home. I had my nice bed.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
but you're working. You're earning a living. This is not for the art. You've chosen to be an actor. You're an artist. Then good, well done. But you know,
But you're working for
You
a
work-
living.
so be paid.
And a lot of the time, they like to say, oh, you know, exposure.
You can't eat it.
But you will find that while you're working for exposure, everybody else around you is getting paid. The catering is getting paid. So if they're saying there's no budget, you're asking them, are you getting the food for free? Are you getting those chairs for free? So the one, yeah, that's why you need the PMA. That's why you need Saga, and that's why you need Suspect.
I was gonna ask you something, and I think you touched on it just a bit, because I also do biographies on South African legends, and I was doing a biography on Mama Konishu. And she was saying there was a union before Saga, yes, for actors, and she was part of that. Yes, because she was part of the older generation, because she passed at 72. So she was saying, because now I'm looking at you as someone who is also part of Saga. She was saying they were actors fighting for their rights, but then the hard thing was, you go and fight these production companies, and then the next day you want a job, and then you go to them and still beg for a job after you pulled out your stick, obviously, rightly so. So how is that for you, Mama Nambita? How are you balancing the two? Because I saw you wearing the
Nice Saga badge.
Yes, you're wearing it
very
proudly.
Very proudly. Thank you very much. Look, I've been labelled. I have had street pole signs of "Save us from this diva," and the prima donna has landed, and now I wear the diva crown with pride, because yes, I do stand up for myself, and I stand up for others like me, and I stand up for the voiceless. And thank goodness I am now part of the South African Guild of Actors and part of the EXCO, and I'm with like-minded people. It has changed my employability quite a lot, but the work that we do is so important that I don't see myself not doing it at all. Going back to Konechiume, I was also a member of Power, and part of what made Power not as effective as Saga is now is that Power did not understand, and I did not either until I was actually a part of Saga, that we do not fall under we don't fall under DSAC, really. We cannot be protected by DSAC, the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture.
Okay.
They cannot protect us.
Why?
Because of what Kelly just said, we fall under the contract law.
Can that be changed though?
We're working on it. We also, let me finish my point.
no, I'm sorry, no.
And I'm like, Kelly's like, yes, let me get in there. We also cannot be protected by the Department of Employment and Labor, which Kelly's very, you see her sleeves are rolled up, because she's busy with that as well. And those are lessons that we had to learn. That, wait a minute, if we fall under the contract law, and at the end of that contract, it says you're a permanent freelancer, which means you can never negotiate yourself as an employee. And when we got fired in Generations,
I was gonna ask about
don't worry about it, we can get
Okay,
to that. So when we got fired, some of us went to the CCMA and we were told, oh, hold on, you're not an employee. So you cannot And the DL did not know that until very recently when Kelly knocked on them and said, hey, did you know this? So a lot of work is being done for actors, you know, through the hard work of Saga. And it's work that makes us comfortable and easy. It makes it easier for us to go to work. And the fact that we don't know about it is a good thing. But it's also a bad thing because then you don't know how hard we actually work for you. You wanted to jump in, Kelly? I know that, like, when we, like, oh, that...
Okay, no, but that's the question of working on changing it. And there are ways and means. So the first thing we've done is... I want to backtrack for a second.
Yeah.
The reason Saga is important is so that individual actors don't have to stand up and jeopardize themselves when there's something wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So if Saga stands up and says, hey, there's a problem on set, it's not one voice saying, I have a problem on set. We need Saga, the guild, behind the actor.
But also, I just wanted to highlight the language that Kelly is using in that Saga will say, we have a problem on set, not Nabita has a problem on set.
That's good.
Yeah.
So you come to Saga and you say, as a Saga member, hey guys, I'm on this set at Africa, you know, radio, and they are doing this, that, and the other, and then we go, okay, fine, thank you very much. We go and investigate, check with other actors, and then we go and write to the production company, and Sia's name does not come up.
I love that. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it's your level behind it. So what we needed to do first was, there's this thing in South Africa called competition law. Now, if you're an independent contractor and I'm an independent contractor, we're technically in competition with each other for the same bid, right?
Yes.
But actually, we're actors, and you know, pretend I'm an actor. I'm not. You're the talent, but
Yes.
so we're actors and we're auditioning. We're not in competition with each other. We're appealing to something different with the producer. But it would be considered collusion if you and I discussed our rates and said, oh, like if my day rate is 2,000 an hour, 2,000 rand, your day rate is 2,000 rand because I'm super junior. Just pretend. That's not a rate that people should be paying. It should be much higher for professional actors. Just putting that out there.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's use 5, maybe 10 grand.
10 grand a call. But if you and I discuss that, then we're colluding. But there's nothing stopping the producer from dictating. So that's anti-competitive. So what we needed to do first was make sure that we weren't falling foul of the law. So last year, for the first time in history,
Get ready with your
Saga and the PMA managed to get an exemption. So we're excused from competition law for the next 5 years. So that actors and the point for this is that actors can set basics. So that there's a minimum rate, a minimum wage.
That's good.
Now, we're working on the Department of Employment and Labour to give us what's called a sectoral determination that says, yes, you're not employees, except this kind of law applies to you.
Oh.
So, look, if you're on a 6-week movie, you know, maternity leave.
Yes, we are back, guys. But before I say goodbye to both of you, because you've been intriguing.
So what time is it?
Yes, time has flew. I want you to tell us and the people that are listening and the people that are going to be watching this, the recorded, what should we do to support Saga? What should the young actors look for? Because this organization is to help actors. So what should we look for? How can we support Saga? Yeah, just let me know and let us know.
I think the first thing that you need to do is to think of yourself as a business, and that's where Kelly comes in. Is that if you think of yourself as a business, then you can be protected. Because if you take yourself seriously, then you will be taken seriously. And part of being that business is you protect yourself by being part of a community of actors, where you actually being a Saga member is literally 160 rand a month. But let me tell you what you're getting. You're getting Kelly. You're getting Kelly, and she is a genius when it comes to entertainment law. She is a genius. So she knows the ins and seriously, I'm in awe of her.
Yes.
You get a funeral plan.
Yes.
You get 25% off of IMDb Pro, which is critically important if you're an actor and you're taking yourself seriously as an actor. 160 Rand is what? Lunch at Nando's?
Oh.
Right, and that is 160 Rand a month. But what you get is protection, what you get is a community, what you get, if you go into our portal, for example, we actually have created a portal now just for training. When I started in the industry, the culture was, if you're not on stage or on set, you are in a workshop learning a new skill.
Right.
You're constantly upskilling yourself. Isn't it like that in every other industry? You're constantly upskilling. You're sharpening your tool for the next hunt, and that is what a good actor does. That is what a working actor does. Is that you're constantly sharpening your tools. So Saga has made that possible for you, at still that 160 Rand a month. I mean, like really, to answer your question, what is it that you can do to support?
Yes.
I'm listening to you the benefits of Saga and how much it costs.
You are someone that does not want a child and you are serious about not wanting children. That's something you should have discussed before even getting intimate with someone. And you should have asked me, what do I feel about terminating a pregnancy? Because the thing is, that is a violation to my body. You understand? I must be the one who has the executive decision on what happens to my body. Not saying that a man can't suggest. You can advise, you can suggest, but if you understand the woman's body, in this abortion, they're very invasive to the body. And they don't only affect you physically, they affect you psychologically, emotionally. You understand? Singabantu hormones.
Yeah.
If you have been around your mother, your sisters, your husband who can be moody on other times of the month, your hormones, they are upside down. You understand what I mean? In this dependent termination of pregnancy can be very traumatizing. And if you watch even the documentaries about that they have been pregnant and they've terminated the pregnancy, it's not nice. It's not nice. As much as we have the freedom to terminate pregnancies, whether it was from a traumatic experience and then you didn't want the child, or you were not ready for a child and you're young, whatever. It's not nice. The psychological turmoil that these women go through is not nice. So if when you were serious about not having a baby, that's something you should have discussed with me prior. Before we even got intimate, before Sazana said no, you should have asked me, Nomazana, I don't want children. And how do you feel about I don't want children. And if you were to get pregnant, how do you feel about terminating it as a pregnancy?
But no, Siavi, whenever it comes to that, like yonke into iyashesha. Ayikho into ekhulumayo, yonke into it's all now asicabanga ukuthi kuzoba nomntwana. So I don't know if ever okay.
Just to add to what you said, Khari, the guy must tell you at
Yes.
first
Yes.
when as a woman you know you're not ready. So why not take other actions, contraceptives, morning after pill? Why is it that it's a guy's responsibility to ensure both of you don't get pregnant? That means you wanted the child.
No, when I am keeping the child, that means I want the child, Gagat.
The first time you engaged into sexual intercourse without you preparing yourself to not to get pregnant. That means you are ready for anything that could happen.
As I am.
And the child came. So that means it's you who's responsible for that. Because as a woman, I need to make sure that I'm on my 3 months injection before I engage into sexual intercourse. Because why? I don't want a child.
First of all, making a child is not an individual activity. It's both of us making, unless I was artificially inseminated. So I'm not saying that I will not be responsible for my child, but I'm saying that I will not take that responsibility solo because this child is not mine only. Yes. So I'm not saying Bana, this guy is solely responsible for what happened. I'm saying we're both taking responsibility. The fact that I'm carrying the child, that's me taking my responsibility. That's me sacrificing Obama. I could die. I could lose my beauty. Anything can happen. I am taking the responsibility. Now take the responsibility.
Yeah, a tough one. Ria,
personally speaking, I don't know. First of all, don't have intercourse if you're not ready for the consequences.
Thank you.
Number one, right? Because I always say you are practicing procreation. You are bound to procreate. You are practicing procreation. Yes.
I feel like I'm in church.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now at the back of your mind, you need to be aware. Okay, you know what? If I do big people stuff, I must be prepared for big people's responsibilities.
Yeah.
Right. Hence, it's very important important to choose a mature partner where you guys discuss. No filter. No, I'm not trying to impress you. Nothing. Discuss beginning. Beginning phase of you guys getting to know each other. Have the discussion. Do you want to have kids? Do you want to get married? Your family dynamic. All of those things. Because now those are things that I ask. Because I don't. I kids are a blessing, whatever. But now I'm not ready to have a child for the next at least 7 years. I don't want that. And I disclosed that in the beginning of talking to someone. Like, how do you feel about having kids? Here's where I stand. Where do you stand? If you don't stand on the same platform, we're not going forward with this. So if it happens now, mistakenly I get pregnant, even after I tried to prevent, because I know of someone. Yes, I know of someone who got pregnant and they were preventing, and they found out a week before giving birth. They found out a week before giving birth, right? So imagine such a situation happens, and now in daughter is telling me what to know, whatever. I won't force you to. I won't force you to, because one, I don't want my child to grow up feeling that thing, my dad hates me type thing. Like I cannot force a human being to be in my life. So why would I force a human being to be in my child's life? I can't do that, because you're probably gonna hurt that child. You are gonna hurt that child. So now I'm just gonna take that big pill, swallow it, and accept, okay, you know what, you don't want this, it is painful, but it's okay. Totally Shaka Lembe, like the series Shaka, right? Shaka said he doesn't want to have a child. The lady told Shaka, I'm pregnant. Shaka was like, I told you I don't want to have a child. And then she ended up terminating. But in real life, apparently they said she pretended to terminate, ran away, and raised the kid by herself. Right? And it's unfair now. She's gonna come in a couple of years to Shaka and say, no, this is your child, you need to take care of your child. Shaka said, I don't want to have a child.
But now, should he be expected to? Because when I tell you I'm terminating, that means you said no. When I need to terminate, then now we are cleaner. So now, should he be expected?
I don't expect, because now I'm putting you in positions where you don't want to do this. You don't want to be a father, and you're gonna show it to that child. That child will be 10 years knowing, oh, my dad hates me. I'm sorry. No.
I understand what Uriya said. According to the law, he will feed. His money is not hate. Your money, my brother, is not hate. If you don't want to come and visit, that's fine, but your money is going to come and visit. And we shall chow that money, because you are responsible of making the child. I don't care about your emotions, about you not liking my child. That's fine. Stay away from me if it's for my child, if you are toxic. But your money is not going to stay away. Me and you are going to face each other in court if we have to. So I'm not going to take that. Because you made the child. You don't going to make and then abandon. That's something. And for me, you have so many options. You can go to a urologist and cut that circuit that produces sperms to travel. You could have done that, but you chose not to do that. You are responsible as well.
So that means at this point, the epididymis must be removed.
For sure.
Okay. So yes, I'm Bafate. When it comes to this, it's hashtag was bringing the lunchbox. And again, in today's topic, after the father of the child requests termination, but you still keep the child, it's related. Should he be expected to support the child, or 078-934-9311 or it's +278-934-9311 for audience beyond borders. As Kulume, let's talk on Fade 2 against you, Ria. Okay.
I've been on the hot seat for a while now.
No, it's not like for a while. I need to go last week. We may see the So yeah. So since we may see at this point, we're back yet again. Okay, it's okay. Obani, who has
Dim.
Skati?
Oh, it's cut. No, but you must be the one who's doing this cut, because me.
I'm
asking you, Ria. I'm asking Ria. So if I'm asking Ria, then she'll do. Then when I'm asking Shimza, then you can do it, ne?
Yes, ma'am.
Weren't you the last
The
time?
contestants, Yemi, Nai.
Really? It's
Yes.
not Shimza, she and.
No, it's me,
okay. Oh, excuse my love. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, let us start.
I'm simply a revolt.
Okay, yeah, it's Kati, Sean,
Yes, time is
Gigi.
ready.
Ria, are you ready?
Are you ready,
Because you
Ria?
are taking the hot seat right now.
Are you ready?
I'm
Ria?
aware I'm taking the seat.
Okay.
Are you ready?
In 3, 2, 1, Nazisha.
Ria, please make 5 animal sounds that you know of.
Meow. Woof woof. Woo. That's a snake sound, by the way. There's another bird. There's another bird in the
good.
morning in Johannesburg.
Hallelujah.
What's that bird? I just find. What's the name? Ahadi what? Sorry. So
Ahadidas.
Ahadi.
The best afternoon program in the game. We are the heartbeat of the day. Pulsating through your cyberspace on www.oneafricaradiotv.com or follow us across the socials at One Africa Radio TV. The former tiers are in the building and we are here to serve you the best lunch show on the silver platter. Wire. Behind the mic and on the airwaves. My name is Sam Eminent, the eminent executive of Good Vibes. And I'm not running Dolo. I'm sharing the mic with Shimza, She, CRV, and also Rian the Cut. It's about to make sure that we do keep the vibes high on your favorite online radio station, One Africa Radio TV. Parat Inside, second half of the show, talking all things 5 in 10 game. And again, if ever you've missed out because of Ria. Hey, tell her to. Tell her to. 5 out of 5. Food to my face. I got. Yeah, 5 out of 5. That means the pressure is on for Eminent. But yeah, we are Eminent again. Here's humble. Like action. Isikhathi masilungiswe lapho mina ngenze izinto zenzeke.
Oh, fancy, eminent.
I'm
good
ready.
guy. Okay. And now you're gonna make sounds. Be ready to make
Yo,
sounds. Now,
Nkosi yami. Hi. Hi, never. Okay.
can you please make sounds? 5 different sounds that babies make who can't speak.
Ooh.
They speak, yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, it's in the ring of a
Actually, you did. Yes, like how can you do? How can you?
Oh my
I would have said.
Didn't I just think that I missed my train? And it's here. It is coming. It is Tuesday and so grateful for the weather. Oh my god. So yeah, I'm early for work. Oh, that reminds me, I need to do some work. Oh shit. Yeah, let's do this. I met you at Transferk.
Yes,
Was it last year or this year?
it was last year.
It was last year, yes,
Yeah.
yes. I was doing a photography workshop and he was one of the people who agreed to be captured by me. Yes, so even thank you for that. Thank you. That's how we get to this. So we're gonna play a game before we get into the interview, yeah?
Oh,
Just a small game. Yeah,
Okay.
so yes. So coffee or tea?
tea,
Soccer or rugby?
rugby,
Netflix or Showmax?
Showmax.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
Durban or Cape Town?
Cape Town anytime.
So between the beaches, Cape Town beaches or Durban beaches?
Cape Town,
Cape Town. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Jazz or amapiano?
jazz,
Mm.
definitely.
Okay. KFC or McD?
Your KFC,
Well, McD does not make you full. Sheen or Dunusa?
Oh.
Tunusa, 100%.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Cheese scope or Ikati?
Chisco,
Okay. Swimming or skydiving?
skydiving,
Have you?
because I haven't done it.
Oh, okay. Are you a good swimmer though?
Yeah, so. I can swim. That's it. Yeah, as long as I can't drown.
Oh, okay. So swimming with dolphins or shark diving?
Shark diving.
Have you?
Nah,
Ha-
nah. I
Oh,
want
okay.
to.
Okay. You like a challenge. Okay. Worms or grasshoppers in terms of like a snack?
Snake, grasshoppers, anytime.
Serious?
No longer like grasshoppers.
Serious? Have you eaten a grasshopper?
Yeah, when I was a kid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, curvy or slender? Anything. You decide what it is, curvy or slender.
Slender.
Oh, okay. Pants black or pants white?
Black.
What's your favorite outfit?
My favorite?
Outfit.
Denim on denim on denim on denim on denim. Yeah. Workwear especially.
Is this weird if I ask you if you would rather be buried in denim? Is that a weird question?
No, it's not a weird question. Actually, it would be nice to have a suit tailored in denim, you know?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a challenge.
Word,
So creative.
word.
Yes, if I would wear a suit made of denim, how much would you charge me? Because you know me, most.
You know, I've heard those stories about because you know
Yeah.
long is advertise and market
No,
yourself.
I'll pay you. I'll pay you.
It-
I'll pay you. How much are you gonna charge?
For a suit, probably about 8 grand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Now let's get into the interview.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us how did you grow up?
Well, I grew up like most kids, you know, like wanting to explore and do things, you know. So, yeah, got into skateboarding, got into athletics at school, debates, you know, SRC member to president, got into projects, man, like DPLG, we were rappers back in the days in Alexandra, you know. Yeah, and my passion for drawing actually got me into fashion later on, and that's how I grew up actually drawing like clothing from a young age. Like I would have fictional characters in my head and dress them in my clothes, you know. And I've always loved comics, so I did a bit of manga, but not so good because I hadn't yet studied and I was still a kid. Yeah. So yeah, it was a great childhood. Yeah, both parents were there for me, my mom's and my dad, and yeah, I had brothers only at home. So I guess they were always asking themselves, why am I staying in the house and busy drawing? Why am I busy playing soccer and all of that? So that means I don't like soccer. I don't watch soccer. I'll watch fashion TV. I'll watch movies, series, and I love watching people. Yeah.
Okay, in terms of fashion, like who's your biggest inspiration?
Me, and Floyd Manotwana of
Okay.
Floyd Avenue Apparel, who I'm currently working with. And I think my greatest inspiration from Floyd is his creativity. Like how he gets into his creative space, you know, and I love how he does the work, you know, and it's always like that good quality clothing, good quality fabrics, good choice of fabrics also as textures, lines, dots, whatever patterns on the fabrics themselves, and he uses a lot of denim, and that is a very rigid fabric, you know. Yeah.
Okay.
So what makes you get up every day and choose fashion?
I think I would like to see people express themselves, and that gives me hope that fashion is gonna take the day, you know. And yeah, I wake up feeling like I want to do this so I can express and help others express themselves.
Okay, so how do you make sure that you are visible to your clients as a business? Because you are a business.
Uh, so far it's quite challenging, you know, to get out there. Everything is on social media and stuff, you know. So I believe in word of mouth, and I think that is worthwhile. And so I'm working with my boy here, Moji. You know,
Shout out Moji.
taking a bit of content here, and
uh-huh.
he's like plugging me as far as social media
Yeah.
is involved because I was born before technology, I guess.
Hallelujah. Okay, I'm a 1K.
Yes.
Yeah.
Any collaborations yet in your journey?
Yeah, most definitely. I would love to have collaborations, and so far, I'm working like on my brand, building it because it's been a long time that I haven't worked on a brand. Years back when I was around 23, I started a brand called NKD, which is like Nutcase Denims. And it was about the rhythm of like the Kasi and the Burbs mixed with skateboarding. So it was like a skateboarder, skate culture type of brand. Yeah, and as years went by, well, work, growing up, and then that dream just faded.
Yeah.
But recently, as I've been working with Floyd Avenue, Floyd Manodwano, Floyd Avenue, he inspired me, and he was like, "Why don't you like start again, bro, and do a brand, And I was like, "Yeah, I would love to do that, and because I have a passion for it also, as a fine art major, I think I have a more artistic approach to it, and as Umar Gallery Boutique, it's like a mixture of art and clothing. So it's like I'm bringing art into clothing.
Yeah.
So my brand is a bit broad because it's got also housewares and stuff.
Okay. On my end now, I'd like to find out from you because of she asked you, do you prefer Ishin or Idunusa, right? But now, and you said Idunusa.
Yeah.
And now, how important is it for us as people from Lice Mzansi to support local?
Yeah, you didn't have asked it much better. Like I think supporting local is the most important thing. I mean, the market is black.
Yeah.
And the people who make the clothing are black and African, and I think if money is flowing amongst us because we are the most impoverished and most unemployed and unemployable, unskilled people.
Yeah.
So buying local is something that's going to put plate on somebody else's sons or daughters' table, like food on the plate. And so it would be very good if we do that because it would enrich us as a people. That
Okay, Siavi.
Oh, all right. So, who have you dressed that has stand out for you?
It's this new artist, that is just coming up just now, Holy Host.
Okay.
Yeah, he performed at the theater with my gear, and yeah, I felt good dressing him, and we've dressed a lot of people, Namzamo, Oskido, Duffel Mess. Okay, but me, I'm in production mostly, so I'm on the background and stuff.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah, but yeah, I've worked and seen people get dressed by me. Yeah.
Okay.
You dressed who's up about?
Yeah.
Where?
As Floyd Avenue. Remember,
As
I'm working with Floyd Avenue.
Yeah.
So we are like a team.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm asking when.
Last year.
Oh, okay.
Last year.
For?
Personal and also for an awards evening or some sort of thing like that.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's great.
Yeah, that's great. That's a good one. What makes you overcome self-doubt, naysayers, and haters?
Actually, I struggle with anxiety, and even now, like I had to gear myself up. Like, the whole time I was waiting to come in here, I was like, I'm going in there. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I gotta do this. And I don't go to events that have too many people because then my anxiety takes over. And coming from a depressive state also, I think I get strength from the tools that I've gotten from my psychologist and from me being a Muslim. You know, because it gives me discipline and. So
Okay. So, like, if ever we were to dream big, ne, at
Yeah.
this point, because of you have dressed the likes of Oskido,
Yeah.
Nomsa Mombacha, do you have any other person you'd love to dress and be like, yo, yeah, when I know my father, I'm shining into blind.
Unfortunately, she passed away.
Oh.
So I would have loved to dress my mom.
Yeah.
That's my celebrity. That's my star. That's everything, you know.
Yeah.
And as she's looking down on me, I just hope she can hear and feel what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so what is in the cards for you?
In what sense?
Like in terms of like your brand going forward?
Well, I just throw it into the universe like a pebble into water and watch the ripples. I mean, I think every movement actually starts with one step, and every line starts with a dot. When you put your pen down and you drag it on a piece of paper, you know. So my journey has just started. I mean, and I see myself becoming a very influential brand as far as Afrocentrism is concerned and reaching international markets because I've sold to tourists also and I've sold to locals. So I'm starting to get a grip and understand how the market behaves.
Yeah.
So yeah, I see myself as one of the people who's got a foothold in fashion in SA in the next coming years.
Yeah.
And we just starting. So yeah.
Okay.
Check out for us and watch the spots.
Yeah. Okay. Then now looking at like I'm a piece work, right? There are a lot of patterns. Wool, I'm a fabric, as well. And like, do you have like a certain reason why I'm a pattern around you? What's the thought?
Training last week of me being in Gauteng because ngikhumbula ekhaya. Ngikhumbule ekhaya. Hey, I look like I didn't have enough sleep, yes. Like I really look like I didn't have enough sleep. But I'm going to work and I didn't go inside. Okay. Kwesinye station gap. Kwesine. Fourth one. Yeah, okay. Outfit for the day. What am I wearing? Bezitanga. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going live. They're playing your great jams that you make you jams, the perfect blend of homegrown rhythms and the music that transcends beyond borders. It's music by Italia. This one is titled Push to Start. We are the best afternoon program in the game. We are the heartbeat of the day, pulsating through your cyberspace on www.oneafricaradiotv.com or get in the loop by dropping us a follow across the socials at One Africa Radio TV. We are also accessible at your fingertips on the One Africa Radio TV quiz app, but downloadable on Google Play Store. Second half of the show, and we do have a guest, right? She's in studio. If ever was I'm talking about the one and only Teto Maleka, a filmmaker and photographer hailing all the way from Tubati Township in Limpopo and now based in Johannesburg. Teto is the founder of Rata Rata Store and the Noka campsite Tubati. Her artistic journey began in her 20s in Asia, quickly rising to on projects like Sesame Street, Transformers 3, and also Avengers. From producing top reality shows to directing South African and Nigerian music videos, Teto's work blends vulnerability and inspiration. Ladies and gentlemen, do help me welcome the one and only Teto Maleka. Hallelujah! Party inside. Unjani? Ngiyaphila. Dance each and everything. Sharp. How was like your trip coming here?
It was fun. I came. I'm currently in Soweto.
Uh-huh.
So I got to like drive here, the skyline of Johannesburg.
Yeah.
Remembering why we're doing it,
Mhm.
looking at the
Mhm.
skyline, Joburg sometimes from far gives you
Mhm.
inspiration,
Yeah.
reminds you where we came from far. The city was built by our ancestors,
Yeah.
and right now we are boiling inside. You feel me?
Yeah. Okay. Now, since Sophie, Solana, thank you so much for making sure to Figile. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. At this point, we're about to play a game with you. Right? It's a 30-second game, and it's a simple game, right? This game is all about when we have
Okay.
nothing to worry about. And again, we have to answer these questions within 30 seconds. Okay. Bafethu Shimzashi, could you please help us with the clock? So basically 30 seconds, then we have nothing to worry about.
Alright.
I'm to breathe in, breathe out, basic say shy links, right?
Okay. Should I start?
Yes, please.
Okay. 30 seconds starts now.
Okay, first thing you do when you wake up,
Brush my teeth.
okay, spring or sparkling water.
Spring.
Who's your biggest inspiration?
My parents.
Okay, someone repeat on your playlist.
Oh my God, Lundi.
Okay, an item that you always carry with you.
Definitely my phone and my camcorder.
Okay.
And sunglasses.
Okay. First person you share ideas with?
My parents.
Okay. Favorite project you have worked on?
Global Girl Media.
Okay. That means out of 10, you got 8, right? So that means that, first sharp, everything is there, wire. Okay, I just get a buzo here, right? First thing, okay, are you going first in here first?
Yes, I'm going first.
Sugar.
Yes.
Mhm.
I'm Gile again, Teto. Where we are not, I met you last year, December. Yes. We were doing a photography, a constitutional hill. I actually showed them a constitutional hill. Was it last week?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I invited Utep, the designer. I don't know if you must know the designer.
Yes.
So they didn't know about constitutional hill and transfer. So we were there. So I showed them where I know you guys.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah,
I think we were doing photography classes, right?
Yes. Global Girl. So now, because that was a media space and we're learning more about photography, I want to know. Obviously, this interview centers around that. But first and foremost, I want to know where did you grow up?
I grew up in a I can't say small town anymore. I have to be because it's grown.
Yeah.
But I grew up in a town called Dubatsi, Beggersford.
What does Dubatsi mean? I'm so sorry.
Dubatsi Kinoka, it's a river's name that crosses through the village. So Gabolechin to Beggersford is located by the Dubatsi River, also known as the Spekboom River. It's at the edge of the Bushveld complex in the Fitahomu local municipality.
Yeah.
And that's in Limpopo
Ooh.
province in South Africa.
Wachis. I've heard. I've never been. They say my catchies is
Yeah.
So I was born and bred in a small little kasi they call Practicia.
Yeah.
And born there, can you believe it? So I usually drive past the small clinic that I was born in.
Yeah.
And I watch that place and I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
What's there?
Okay. So at this point, right, as Utedo, right, you are a filmmaker and photographer, and like I would like to find out how did that happen, right? Who found who? Like, did a film and photography find you, or vice versa?
So how I got into storytelling, I like to call it that because I'm not bound to just film. I also like to dabble in photography. I like to dabble in music. The different multi-disciplines in the art form. I'm trying to get into painting now.
Ooh.
But
okay.
So how I got into filmmaking?
Yeah.
That's my love. Okay.
Yeah.
I've been traveling in the world, and one of the peeps that I worked for used to notice how much I'd make videos for my family when I was exploring Asia. So then my sister gave me a camera, and I started getting more shots of the world with it.
and then got a better one, a Sony, and that's definitely where I started vlogging. I'm talking 2014, so
Yeah.
it's a long time before TikTok
Yeah.
was like big.
Mhm.
I was already making reels. There was an app called Mojisto. Then I ended up interning at Indochina Productions.
Yeah.
As actually I got there as an au pair for the producer, but ended up he invited me because he was a filmmaker. So then from looking after his kid, after hours I'd go and hang out on his sets. And that's how I got into it.
So you from South Africa, you went to be an au pair in Asia.
Yeah, an au pair and English teacher. So when you have to have options because sometimes English teaching doesn't work.
Yeah.
Then I was like, let me try au pairing.
Yeah.
And I did the whole course and then got the job. When I got there, it's a film set. Like the owners, the boss is a producer. So it was a crazy feeling.
Yeah.
Just hanging out with filmmakers. And then one time he gave me a camera and was like, hey, come, let's go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how I got into film. And then I furthered my studies and actually said, hey, I like this. So I got a scholarship with Limpopo province and did like a course with them in Polokwane and actually learned like how to be a proper filmmaker.
Okay. So, like, since you are into film and each and everything, right? What actually fueled your passion for storytelling through Ama visuals?
I guess, I also have this thing where, like, me and my siblings used to watch a lot of movies. My parents got us, like, this cassette, and then we also had a computer.
Of a cassette.
And then we never used to go out in the street, so we'd be watching films on repeat. We even end up knowing the scenes, and, So then I would always be so passionate about it. I loved cartoons as well. And then started watching documentaries, and then realized there's not enough stories that are told about being a South African person. We don't show deep Joburg and like the African stories. This is only happening now after Moja Love and usually we were watching Generations, which was curated for us. But then we also kind of need that in-depth storytelling, which comes with training and everything. So we're quite lucky now. We have organizations like NFVF, NEC that give us courses to understand the craft, to take it serious, and become a professional in your elective. Because there's different worlds in filmmaking. There's editing, there's camera, sound. So you get to explore art in that motion form.
All right. So I met you through Global Girl. I want you to tell me about how did you actually get into Global Girl? Who introduced you, and what made you fall in love with that organization?
Okay, so with Global Girl, I think it was an old friend of mine, right? So I was working for a specific company as a production manager, production coordinator. Then I just decided, when I was a bit younger, in my early 20s, I needed someone to hold my hand while I was exploring my career because I didn't really know what I wanted to do, right?
Okay.
So then when they told me, hey, check this company out, they actually hiring. They felt like I was perfect. I was a perfect match because I was struggling in my previous job. And so I met a very wonderful producer, Bridget Pickering. They produced, what's that film called? One of my favorite, Hotel Rwanda.
Yes.
So that's one of my favorite films. And then when I heard that I'm going to work with a producer that did that, I was like, and she's South African female, Namibian female. So I was like, yay! Need that. And then they mentored me throughout, like becoming a project manager, things like running a business and in the film industry. So I was so attracted to it because it really trains young women from disadvantaged communities or advantaged as well. And also it's a world where we all get to meet, like non-binary. All of us get to meet, share ideas, talk, create a system. Like I believe you made friends on Global Girl.
Yes, I did.
It's not easy, but we always pick like top 20 in and around Johannesburg, and we train them on becoming professional. So I'm just bringing down what I got as well in Limpopo.
Okay.
So through Global Girl, what are you most proud of in terms of like the stuff that you have achieved in Global Girl?
Definitely when I remember interviewing everyone, because I had to pick top 20 out of I think 100 and something. So these are all like after students, maybe like film school dropouts, someone who wants to learn about film, cannot afford it. Different types of filmmakers. And I felt like I fell under the ones who didn't go to school for it but had a passion and the talent. So my biggest achievement was that I trained close to 100.
Okay,
And after that 100 young women and non-binary, and they're youthful, and today some of them still send me like their films now, being screened. Some hit me up when they need advice, and watching everyone grow into what they wanted to be when I met them. I kind of wish I filmed the whole process, because I just watched like us changing the face of media by putting girls behind the camera.
Oh, that's beautiful. Now I remember there was the cohort that was doing a film, and then they did a film about gender-based violence and how it impacted even some countries in Europe. How is that going? Is that film finished?
Yes. So we produced 2 films. We wrote, we planned, we produced, and we edited, and now we just in the distribution part of things. So these are 2 films that talk about how climate change affects gender-based violence. And the topic is, people have a face like, huh? So what happens is it took a lot of research for us to even get to that point, because we realized we go through different climate change issues in South Africa. I'm pretty sure even the heavy rains today are quite evident that the world is speaking to us. So there's also your load shedding, which I only learned now that it's not like fully caused by climate change, but effects of it, right? So there's things that happen. Dams are filling up. So we filmed at Glomo Dam. It's a dam in the Vaal. So at Glomo Dam, what's happening is that it started as a small dam for cows, with the Romo's cows. Now the dam is growing to a point where it's flooding houses nearby. And the flooding causes so much trauma to people who live there that there's just a lot of things happening in the families. Like, people are frustrated, kids become vulnerable, they have to go sleep in someone else's house because their house is flooded. There's, husband comes home very irritable, takes it out on the mom, no electricity. So there's issues that are caused by climate change that affect the rates of gender-based violence. And simply also just like women being killed and thrown in that dam, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of stories to tell when it comes to this topic. So with that, I'll just say the films are done. They was screened at the Moleskine organization 2 weeks ago. But we'd like to show them. We're gonna plan a screening next year, January. We'll invite everybody to come and watch it.
I'm still on the woman being thrown. I'm so sorry.
Excuse me.
Okay, so how did growing up in Dubai Township shape your creative vision?
I had to be creative. Creativity was my world, because I used to hang out in the library, next to my primary school. And when I was there, most of my friends were reading thick books, and I was reading anime books, like your Asterix, Obelix, mostly different Pocahontas. There were like a lot of comics that had like African storytelling. So I had to be creative. All I did was watch TV. My parents were like quite very protective. So being in the street too much was not an option for me. So I would have to draw. I read magazines. My mom would be like, take this in your board. Here's a magazine. Cut or do something, you know.
Yeah.
And then also just the stories. Like that place has a lot of stories. So watching how films are made and then being one of the people that make them.
Yeah.
Is how it inspired me.
Okay, because of at this point, I'm still interested in knowing you. Right?
Yes.
And now I want to know, maybe please take us through that moment where you were sitting alone and thinking, at this point, I am going to take Ilendole film and photography as a career, right? Please take us through that moment.
When you have a lot of footage from your phone, because now I'm traveling 5 years in Asia. I'm learning the language, eating the food, making friends, and I'm hanging out on a film set half the time because now from op-ed to wardrobe. So I guess it was, I knew I like this industry. But it was also I could see I don't see a lot of people that look like me, So it was shaky and scary. Then I came back home and realized, and this was internet era was booming. There was Black Nation TV. They inspired me to, because I interned there as well with Abo Andrew, and when I worked with the South African filmmakers, I realized, this is our life. It's street life. And I started actually filming in 73 Juta, the street next door. I got a camera. My mom gifted me with a camera, and then started just coming to the city, filming. Then got into events as well, filming events. So that's actually now my biggest thing. Events, most events, Coca-Cola Pride is my biggest event that I shoot consistently. So I guess it's more just having a voice, having a voice and then saying, I want to have this voice and I want to use it properly and professionally.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's how I started taking filmmaking serious.
Okay. At this point,
I wanna talk about the Rata. So love, is it love?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me about the Rata and Meet Tubatse.
Okay, Rata is my firstborn
child.
Yeah, so Rata is my home, even when I was coming here, I was like, should I prepare or just be myself? Then we always have that voice in the back that says, do Rata, do what you love, right? So it also started traveling, so everything I saw from fashion to talent, and I was always surrounded by talent. Most of my friends are talented artists, so then I'd always be that's so Rata, and also honestly, I also had a friend of mine that inspired me during my childhood. Her name is Lerato. So I had a lot of friends, but and then they were very loving and supporting with my upbringing. They used to tell me, you're so creative. How did you do that? They'd give me my flowers.
Those friends.
Girl, So then I guess I also like the word Rata, love, or Rata, or Gushisha. And then when I had to make a name, I guess at first I said it's a real authentic talent anyway. Then the second Rata is real authentic talent Africa. So it's anyway and Africa, right? And then store, it's all of those things, real authentic talent anyway, and then you store it. So it's like an agency, so I've mentored and managed a lot of young artists that we see today on our TV screens that were part of Rata. I will just name drop a few So I guess they also say I'm a good talent scout because I also would scout and then work with you from whatever age you at, I'll give you advice, like agency advice, you know, and help you make your way to the top. So most of them are influencers. I got my boy Hippie, so it's a Hippie, definitely the firstborn of Rata as well. We've got Slam Ralph, he's a musician from Polokwane. Got Zweli, he's a visual artist. We've got Lerai, she's a presenter,
MTV based.
MTV, Lerai, definitely. Got, oh my gosh, Guillermo, they coming up, and like even, you know, like really, really dope people that you don't even know about, you know, like, but they're the underdogs. So we just I think with them, meeting them, it was more like focus on why you're doing what you're doing. And then I'm into photography, branding, and I did Digify. So from graduating with Digify Google, I learned how to brand yourself and put yourself together, package yourself as an artist, and put yourself, be ready for the world, and actually have a tone that makes sense, because South Africans are sensitive. You can't just drop and, you know, you insulting certain people, certain groups. So Rata just focuses on being realistic as a South African kid, but also anywhere in the world if you want to join us, because we've got some friends overseas.
Right. So I have a question. What can you say has been your biggest highlights in your career? That one achievement that you like, you see here, I made it.
It was definitely SAFTA nomination. That was a show. Yes. That was just certification for me, because I worked with a team. It was like a team of different ethnic groups. I represented the African kid. 3 of us. We shot a show during COVID, and the concept was very, very different, you know, but it was our passion, you know, micro living. And, you know, the position I had in that project, I just felt like it was during like the aftermath of COVID, and we all still skate, but we have to catch flights and all that, and just meeting all these creative people that are living micro, people who moved from Sandton to like a beach somewhere, and they just like living, like saving the planet, not over consuming. Telling that story, yes, it was in Afrikaans, but for our show to end up in Kijknet and also
that's huge.
Have it on Showmax. It is on Showmax, called Spasi. You guys can check it out. That's definitely one of my biggest achievements.
Okay, but at this point of it too, I think we have to take a break.
Go, princess. No, I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna speak with you with respect. I'm so embarrassed how I treated you in the past. Don't hold it against me. I was going through a lot. I'm embarrassed. I was going through a lot. Forgive me. Yes. Okay?
Hi, everybody.
Yes.
Princess Ria.
Yeah.
Give you the face. You got heels on. She doesn't. Hello.
Aski's strict mama. Strict mama. Hello. My Jimbos. Oh, Askis, did I abandon you?
haibereki. Haibereki. That's video.
Hello. Who are you? Yes. All right. Let me come and pick you. Are you here?
Okay, yeah. It's vlogging. Yeah. So girl is big in the eyes of God. I want you to feel like you're I want to take a video of this. Yes.
Come get a tag.
Where are the manners? The manners are disappearing. Go give us scissors. Oh my God. Aritamaye awusi. We'll be back in 5 minutes. 5 minutes is not 5 minutes. They must 20 minutes. Hello, Ria. Hello, Ria.
Hi, South Africa.
Yes. Shout out.
In South Africa.
Yes. In Jando. Our what? Sichaba?
Saruna.
Yes, Sichaba Saruna. In Jando. Do you want to say anything to Madiba spirit? Speak. Uyibhokwe. What's why you bokwe, Tata? Man. What's why you bokwe, Madiba? We thank you. This place is closed.
I'm so stupid. Why did I do that?
It's closed. Isn't it closed? It's closed, isn't it? I was thinking we take pictures in the garden.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. But it looks closed. It looks closed. Lisedi at Joburg Theatre. What does Lisedi mean? No, it's closed. Where are these people coming from then?
That's a very, very good question. Oh, the stairs. I think.
Oh, so can we do that? Maybe we can take.
Very good question.
Maybe we should take pictures at the stairs. The stairs, so be at the stairs, yes. Okay.
I'm also gonna go up like I'm trying to speak to my last favorite.
Wait, turn back down again.
Oh
No, I can't want to take pictures and I disturbed. I walked past.
no, it's fine. It's fine if you walk past it. It's fine.
So what do you want me to do?
Be yourself. Who is me? This is what. Who am I? I am lost.
Not you holding the wall like you depend on it.
Do you know some women get married to dolphins? I think I might get married to this one. My Habibi.
What do you mean to get ready to
There's a woman I think in the States. She got married to a dolphin.
I know where I was.
I'm just saying it's true. She got married to a dolphin, and another one got married to a bridge. I know. She was like Zang, young Shumas on a bridge.
Let me get married to.
I'm taking.
Yes. Oh, okay.
Yeah, go.
Maybe one smiley.
Thank you, Ria. Yeah, let's go back before we get. Mr. Blessings will be like, where are they? Where are these girls? We apologize, Mr. Blessings. Oh.